What?
It's a closed case bag.
3,400.
3,200.
34.
Roman, what the fuck are we doing here? Come on.
I'm gonna beat some people up. 4,200, 4,400. Somebody wants to beat me for prices, I hit him back.
One of my really good clients came in. We're trying to make a deal.
We're pretty far off.
This is gonna be tough.
You see how the print is off here? This is a reprinted card.
I think I literally just caught a fake Rolex card.
Guys, before we get to the video, we really want to know if you're enjoying the content or not. But the only way we can know that is if you actually like the video, leave a comment what you like, what you want to see more of. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Back to the video. All right, everybody, stop what you're doing. Wow, this is all right.
This is Miami living pool.
It's not the biggest pool, but it's nice. We rented a beautiful house for the staff to stay in. And at the end of the day, I wanted the guys to get some rest and prepare for the show.
First trade show in Miami. I'm so excited to be here with the team. Really looking forward to meeting all kinds of clients, making deals, and seeing some great stuff. Sometimes I come out here, I like to sit on the edge of the pool, dip a toe in there. You know, that's exhilarating. Life is exhilarating on the edge. Taste of something that's a little frigid, because life's cold. It's a cold world out here. I strive to build an empire and make enough money to buy a heated pool. Luxury Bazaar family, you know, here surrounded by the birds and the bees, the trees.
Enjoy this! I'm so grateful to be with the trees and the bees. We've been wanting to know, is it heated or not? Bro, it's definitely not heated, bro, and they didn't clean it either, bro. Come on. This is chlorine. This is chlorine. This isn't good for my skin.
Looks like shit.
Bro, and we got the AC on inside, bro. I'm gonna catch a cold.
All right, let's go. Oh, shit.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Dave.
Apparently I snore. I had no idea I snored. Guys, what do you think about this trade? We got the Gucci limited edition New York Yankees sweatpants.
And then we have Dave's just obsession with art, these flared,
These are cool,
crazy
bro.
sweats, boot cut. These are so fly.
Market value for this is around $1,000.
But this dude had a Gucci Connect. He didn't pay $1,000.
I didn't pay $1,000.
What did you pay?
I paid around like $150.
And these were 70. So
and I don't know where to buy these. So
he's giving a really good deal here. I think we should close this deal out. Mazal.
Let's go.
Mazal on sweatpants. Mazal. Done.
First trade of the whole Miami antique show was a trade of Gucci pants for, I don't know, some no-name brand. But the Gucci pants, they didn't fit me anywhere. So, mazal. You guys gotta check this out. Kevin and I we got Gray Market Challengers. But we're no longer the Challengers. We're the captain now. We're in the driver's seat, and let's go sell some stuff. Let's go.
Well, here we are at the antique show, and guess what? Things are starting off hot. I didn't get a chance to do that. I'm back fully, and there's people everywhere, so it's gonna be a good show.
This is bread and butter, bro. How much is this?
This one?
Yeah.
Let me check.
16,000. With papers? What year is the paper? What year is the paper?
Papers are here, Alex.
It's an older style, bro.
16,000. This is like the Peter Piccolino showcase?
Yeah. How much?
Holy shit.
How much for both of them?
How much are either one of them? What's the cheaper one?
5,500.
What?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean? It's papers.
I bought one piece already. It's in the bag for me. What'd you buy today? What I said. Wimbledon two-tone date just. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. We can't be the guy who's trying to make it work. How much? 3,500. I will give you an easy $3,000 right now.
What?
I paid 3,500 for rose gold accents. I'll pay $3,000 for this. I'll give you $3,000. No. Come on. No. You did this to me last time.
3,400.
3,200.
34.
3,200.
I gave it a 34 and a half.
Yeah, 32.50.
34.
Roman, what the f are we doing here? Come on, 32. I have to make some money here.
I understand. So do I. 3,400 is a good deal.
All right, I'll buy it 3,400. Fine.
After fighting over $100, we finally made a deal.
I love asses and I love dogs. And now I have a dog's ass. You want to hear the funny bit about this, right?
Yes, I do.
I just paid $80 for this. And I just walked around saying, dog's ass. How much? How much? Someone offered me $140 for this. No way. And I have it for less than 5 minutes.
I think you should sell it.
I love it. But I am very emotionally attached to my dog's ass.
I don't want to know. This is live on Instagram. I don't want to know.
Hello, people. How are you? This is my dog's ass.
Why don't you guys comment below and how much would you pay for that dog's ass? I'd be curious to know.
I'm gonna beat some people up. I have boxing gloves on. I'll kill some people. Somebody wants to beat me for prices, I hit him back. Hello. 150. Yeah, this brings stupid money.
I know.
4,200 with lattice. It's good.
We had that in white.
Yeah, much better in yellow.
You know, these are very rare. 4,400. This will be 95. It's 2.5 carats. This is a large one, and 75.
Is that too much going on? What do you think?
21.5. Right. 48,000 retail. 644.
This is brand new. It's box and paper.
Gorgeous.
It's a high jewelry collection. It's 45 back. Dealer's cost is 35 back if you're an authorized dealer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
These are the people who come every show for 20 years. They come to us, they buy a lot of stuff. They usually buy signed jewelry, and they're very, very, very good customers.
Want to try this one on?
Sure.
I think you deserve to, just to see. This is such a clean watch. You can never go wrong with something like this. Something like this is even timeless for me. Like, I have a bigger wrist size, but even I could still throw on a day date at any given time and it would still look good. 19.5. So what the offset was I'd have to give this back at 10. So yeah, it'd be the difference. It'd be 9,500. I can see it. I'll run it back. Can't make the call, but 18.5 because this is coming in at 10. There's really not much after that wiggle-wise. I would try. I would pull for it. It's not much. You know how these run. There's only small. We got the best day-date selection, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. I think we have the best day-date selection. That's a 7,000 difference. You like that one? Do you feel like that one was better than the other one? The Droop. So get the one you really want. Get the one you really want. Don't. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. I'm being honest with you, right? I could care less which one you take. Honestly, I'm caring for you. Don't shoot yourself on that because we already been through something similar. You do this one?
My man's in the zone over there. Look at him go.
Shout out to Selena. Legend. Living legend. Living legend. Kevin, yeah, don't lose my card, all right? Client just came back, actually bought something from Dave, like I think a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and he wants to trade it in for a day date. It was a vintage Patek. So super cool, nice watch. Offered him some value back for it, and now he wants to jump into the day date for a small difference. So we were just discussing pricing. He's going to get some money back, and he has to pay a little bit more on top. But yeah, part of being here. Trades, buying, selling, a little bit of everything. Come swing by.
So here we have Jess with Bondi Jewels and Ed, and they just scored a really good deal. First deal of the show. So thank you so much.
Woo!
Exactly. Thank you.
Do I win in like where's the little brooch?
A brooch?
Like,
a brooch?
You're number one.
Next time I see you, I will have something for you.
I've never seen you caught off guard.
You
You
did
always
I mean,
spit game.
Honestly,
You're always spitting game.
Because I'm trying to find a brooch. You know, I'm mentally thinking of a brooch that I could do, but
I got some good stuff.
Yeah?
I'm very excited about everything, like
100%.
beyond.
Stay tuned because she's going to be back from work.
Yeah, duh.
So I was able to get my clients some skills on some really nice jewelry. Believe it or not, these two pieces got sold for $6,500. Amazing. Look at the quality on the diamonds. Just the way the scintillation and the fire. Really good deal for her. And then she got some Bulgari. She got a set Bulgari earrings and a ring. This was $850, $1,200. Then also here, beautiful tanzanite and ruby, tourmaline and diamond ring. It's super heavy. This one we sold for $1,800, and to top it off, a little black Bulgari pinky ring, at least for me. This one was sold for $950. So in total, we're at around $11,300. Amazing first sale, and first of many with this client. So very happy.
One of the great things I love about trade shows is I get to meet and greet you guys. the fans, the clients, and so on and so forth already came out. But then you also get some special individuals that come in, like Nico, like Trax NYC, but also this guy.
And everyone is banging for you.
I wake up to that every single morning. But me and Mark, we've talked for a while. We did a few things together here and there, and so on and so forth. But I've not actually physically met him in person. So it's very nice to meet him in the flesh. He's still the best dressed individual on the planet, and I feel very underdressed right now because Mark is Mark.
And also at this point, I just need to thank you, because if you wouldn't be who you are, then I wouldn't stand here.
Exactly.
Just because of you, we can open our business.
And that brings us to the next big news. Mark is actually opening up an operation in the United States, which is bad news for my wife because we're going to overdose on his popcorn. But Mark is actually going to be out in LA. Now, when is the operations opening up? It's going to be an office, I know. It's going to be by appointment.
Yes, hopefully in 2 to 3 months.
And then my job is now going to convince him to hang out in LA for a little bit, do his thing, and then move back down to the East Coast, because we would love to have him on the East Coast rather than the West Coast. But nevertheless, I'm sure all you guys watch his stuff and subscribe to him, so definitely check out the news on his channel. Meanwhile, me and him are going to talk a little business. On my Instagram, you guys have seen often, I get a lot of gifts from a gentleman by the name of Mark 𝗕𝗏𝗧 out of Germany, who has his own brand that makes pretty much everything under the sun. Popcorn, nuts, coffee, clothing, bags, etc., etc. And he's very big into cologne. Most of all, it was actually very nice to meet him, his wife, and his sister in person.
Dude, that torb on the side, come on. That's incredible.
It is amazing.
And it's not going to fall apart.
So 30 degree. This is this is the greatest sport watch I've ever worn.
Yeah, but you can't it's not like a Bub Watson. What
do you mean?
Like a Bub Watson where you can play golf in it?
100% you play golf in this.
Really?
Absolutely. There's no question.
Real.
You play golf?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Play tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anything you do in an arm, you can do in this 10.
So sick.
It's the best. The crystal on this watch costs more than like it costs to make like this watch.
Josh from Watchbox shows up. Always a pleasure to see him geeking out over my 𝗿𝗠𝗠𝗍 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗄𝗍. And he made a very good point. The cost of production for 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗍 is tremendous. And that is why I've always said that I feel that 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗍 actually has the best made watches. Sort of hand-fit craftsmanship going back ages when they used to make every single part by hand.
We just did a deal with these gentlemen right here, about a 16618 yellow gold with a blue dial. Full set, service card, original papers, original box. Matter of fact, I wish that Rolex would go back to these boxes, because now they cheapened out, but this is like a legitimate box. Yeah. So this is what these shows are great for, to meet good people.
Larry, do some business. Good people, thank you very much. Business was excellent.
Deals are going well. People are buying and selling like crazy.
They need straps. I mean, the straps you got. Okay, you got to get generic straps.
44.
I do 40.
Gotta get a bit 45 and a half, 45 and a half, now 45 and a half, now 5 and a half, now. Meet me in the middle.
We're not looking to make it 42.
Never fails. I pick up a lot of price point stuff at these trade shows to take back home, service it, make it retail ready, and give it to the public. Of course, a dealer with whom we do a lot of business came over and he goes, oh wait, how much are those? I wasn't really supposed to put them out in the showcase, but he noticed them, and look, relationships are everything. I had to do a quick flip, and they ended up with a couple of IWC aqua timers. Actually, one of my favorite IWCs if you go backwards about 10 years.
I'll give you 16. You're gonna give me 5 off.
No, this doesn't make sense. I mean, buying a Sprite is not going to move the needle in any capacity.
Dude, we moved these in like 3 days.
Yeah. What about the rose root beer?
Because if I get 5, I have to pay somebody. I got to lay out more money.
You've got plenty.
You know, I'm honestly like, I want to do a deal with you guys, but I'm stuck at 2 for 1. That 5,000 kills the profit. We got a 2020 black and a 2018 blue 2 for 1 deal. We'll figure out logistics in a bit. Yeah. Yep. Box papers are probably just import from the UK.
Yep.
Yeah, and the 2 watches you said.
The papers are here.
Yeah.
Boxes will come from the UK.
Okay, that's fine. I never bought or sold one of these.
I'm asking 40,000. It's 2022 March 2022.
That's fair. I mean,
it's a beautiful dial.
It's really nice. Yeah. It's really nice.
Look, in another dial variant, like say blue diamond dial, sold recently for 38. This is a better dial. You're not going to find a lot of these. You're asking the right number. I just, very particular. Not for me. Matches your bag beautifully.
Said we paid a lot?
No.
No, listen, it's a gold sub. You'll make money. It'll be fine.
The gold sub full set.
I just bought one though, black dial 19. Hang that. I ripped it though. It was cheap.
Came from Sultan of Oman.
Very nice.
From his collection.
What's this?
This is rock crystal. No, I thought at the beginning it was aqua.
Yeah. Very nice.
It's a beautiful Ceylon, probably, I don't know, 20 carats. It looks a lot more than I'm asking for. 26,000. It could be used as a jewelry box, pill box. For people who do drugs, you know. It's a unique piece. It was made custom order for Sultan of Oman. It's made of rock crystal, gold, diamonds, about 20 karat Ceylon sapphire on top. It's very unique. I haven't seen a piece like this in a long time.
Sharf, how are you? Great to see you.
Finally, I got to meet one of my best clients in person. Hopefully we can get the deal done.
These, that's another easy one. Okay, so let's get back to this one.
Okay. Now you're going to try to confuse the enemy.
No, I'm just like, yeah. Okay, that's a little light, but okay, I get it. This one, that will go in 30 seconds because, I mean, there's not a lot of those on the market. Anna, I'm going to let you hold it so you see how special it is.
I know.
Look how special it is.
Well, you didn't buy it from me.
Well, no, that's why I'm trying to fix the mistake now.
We will get back to this one.
Market on those is between 88 and 90. Yeah, we're pretty far off.
What's the number on the...
Like, we're definitely off on this piece.
What value do you see here? This is worth less than the strap. This is 2015, right?
Yeah.
So watch, 8 years old.
Yeah. And like I said, we can
what do you value that at? Well, just because I know what I paid for them, and I know what. Look, I know. Like for example, this I bought brand new, March 2020. Right. So obviously it was secondary. It was secondary, but I know what the market was in those days. I had those at 120.
So I mean, I'm looking at the condition now. It looks pretty.
I wore it once. Been worn once.
Pretty crisp. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one thing if you bring it to me to buy and trade in value, it's 40.
Okay, so for me, my perception is we're off about 15 grand here, okay, just in my book, and we're off 10 grand here. Like, I think we're off about 25 grand. Think about me as a guy who's bought $5 million watch from you, right?
That's why.
And who keeps coming.
Believe me, we keep that in mind.
But
at the same token, we also have to look at things as where the market value stands as is. We don't have to settle it right here. Let me think about this for a second.
I want you to take 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I can leave these here. Let's just think through it. I need to think through it as well, because
Go get a drink. Smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. Come back drunk. It makes it easier, so much easier. Yeah.
We actually have something here.
After 5 drinks, the resistance goes way down. Luxury Bazaar closed another deal. An easy one today. You know what they say? The best deal is when both parties feel a little bit bruised. No, I got big bruised. You got little bruised.
I'm like laying on the floor over there.
So we finally came to an agreement and we're taking a trade 6 watches, which are an AP Offshore, a Yellow Gold Day, 2 Patek Philippes, and 2 FP Journes. It was so great meeting you finally in person. To many more deals.
I almost promise you, for the rest of your life, if you try to find a red that vivid in the dial, you won't. Like you won't.
This is everything. Just look through it. Make sure you're not missing nothing.
We're working a deal here on a trade. Got some clean pieces. Adrian's running the numbers on the final one. And yeah, we're gonna make something happen for this conjure.
Yes, sir. So this guy comes up to do a deal with us. Very nice young couple. We did basically a 3-for-1 watch trade. They ended up buying the Rolex Conjure dial. And when they were selling me the yellow gold Skydweller, they had mentioned that it was a 2021. Well, if it's a 2021, that would mean it has a new green style card. He then gives me his card, which is a white card, which not impossible, but quite rare for a 2021. The moment I saw the card, I knew something was off. The printing was off. It was not the same font. And a lot of other key signs made me believe that card was fake.
It's very possible that a 2021 could have had a white card, new old stock from a dealer. But what threw me off immediately was, you see how the print is off here? This is a reprinted card. This should be equal match to this. It's a different font, different color grade, and same with this. Okay. So somebody took this card and reprinted it. So
This one we kind of have to take out of the equation. It actually has to be naked. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm not making.
No,
that's
I trust you, bro.
No,
we
want to know. Just
I want to learn too. It would have only been him or Peter, so that's why I got him in here, you know? They would have caught that.
2020.
Shout out to Peter, you know? My boy Piccolino. Miss you, bro.
2020 will still give you that value. This still stands firm at 17 against the 値'R. Yeah, I don't mean to lowball you. I just bro,
I appreciate it. I know what you're doing.
Learn my lessons.
He already gave you your flowers, bro, when you're over there. He's like, bro, name buyer. If they figure that out, it's something that, you know, we could keep in the background.
So we ended up, instead of a 3-for-1 deal, we did a 2-for-1 deal plus some money our way. We bought a mint green 36mm Datejust with a diamond bezel, as well as a stainless steel Rolex Sky Dweller with a white dial.
So we were shocked when we saw you displaying a watch.
Which one?
Generation.
Why not?
2.
I like the watch.
So this is generation 1. This is the one that started it.
So I got talking to these guys on Instagram. They're super amazing. I've loved them for over a year. Anyway, I was really happy to connect with them over watches. I actually met them at the church and I was like, maybe we could do something. They talked to Roman. We set something up for the Miami Beach Antique Show and they actually came and hit it off. It was really awesome.
So what made you do this?
Okay, because for years I've given away watches around the world. Okay. And when I met Travis, I said, I want to give away a watch we make. And so anyway, this is how it all came about, which he can tell you all about the inner workings of everything.
You took, I know it's 𝗕𝗨 based, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Who's doing the cases? Who's doing all this stuff for you?
So we have a manufacturer with SWC that makes cases, makes the bezels. He sources them from all over the place.
Right.
So most of his stuff is out in Switzerland, but he was able to. They had kind of wanted to do the best that they could possibly do with what would be affordable. You know, without making our own movements, our own everything.
Plus, we have so many business guys, so we wanted to do something based on Gideon's 300, Gideon's army.
Right.
So it took 300 men to defeat over 132,000. So
yeah, I was part of that.
Yeah. Hey, so which basically, so there'll only ever be 300 of that one and 300 of that one. There'll never be more than that.
So what you've done is you took. Look, there's a lot of guys out there that they'll get out and they'll try to make what we'd like to dub a fashion watch. They'll go with a base 𝗕𝗨 movement, sometimes even worse, and they'll slap something together, get it all done, and mass produce and sell by the thousands.
I told him, do not cut costs, do it the best. So we know that one that's on the market, that's only $2,000. Somebody said, why would you make it that cheap? I said, because we want to launch a brand. That one's $3,000. That should be selling for probably $4,000. That should sell for probably $8,000 or $9,000. And the new one we're coming out with.
I mean, I looked at the watch that you guys sent, that one, and I looked at the quality of the case. I looked at the. Now, do you guys do any finishes on the movement or no?
So yeah, we for this watch, it's a top execution.
I need a loop. Hold on.
Of
course you do.
So it is already a top execution 𝗕𝗨.
Okay.
We try to do the best.
Because I know that people don't know this, but
you can actually undo that.
Yeah, people don't know that, and they say, "Oh, it's got a 𝗕𝗨." Well, there's levels to the movements, right?
It's the highest level of 𝗕𝗨. So there's
a level of finishing on the movement.
And then they also treated the screws and the rotor. So it's got a little bit more texture both on the screws and the rotor.
Okay, now we're standing here because our watch roll was actually in your video.
Dave Portnoy's video.
Yeah.
That roll that that had the brick watch in
was sitting.
It was sitting on the table. I didn't realize it.
So we come down to. So we brought you some gifts. So number one, we brought you number 112 of 300.
It's labeled.
Wow.
Each piece is individually numbered. But we also brought you Gen 2. So we actually brought you one of each, Generation 1 and Generation 2.
And you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah, this one's my personal one, but
I just want to see the difference.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just that's a custom.
That
scrap.
is Aaron Bespoke. He made that.
I love
for us.
Aaron. He's great.
Aaron,
so he does T&E for us on the straps. So yeah.
Guess what, guys? I'm double wristing today.
Me too.
Well, first of all, thank you again. This is awesome. I appreciate it, and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely pleasure meeting you too.
By the end of the show, I was super, super happy that they got to connect with Roman and Roman got to connect with them. They gifted us a bunch of watches, actually, me and Roman, so I was really, really grateful for that. Definitely go check them out, Time and Eternity. They're sick watches.
87.5, there's a 5 in there.
Right. 85.5. 5s are lucky for me.
Okay, so this is 19.5 regardless. It's not 19.5. So 85.
Mazel.
You're welcome.
It's not Mazel. It's Mazel.
Mazel.
So, guy came over looking at Rolex. I showed him from the original 5402,
from 1972. I'm a poet and I know it. And all the way out to a modern 15500, so 15400. Due to the size it was this, the 15202 was the better fit because it's literally exactly the same size as the original one. He didn't like the 5402 because we have the two-tone version at the steel. He wasn't feeling the two-tone. So 5202 actually ended up losing a little bit of money because the market shifted on the hot Royal Oaks, and we own it for a little more, but we gained a customer and he bought his son a watch as well.
Okay, so I have a few things that I think will work for you. Hold on one second.
I have a very important client that asked me for a piece of jewelry where money is no object. Now, we do carry quite a lot of jewelry, but we don't carry jewelries in the realm of millions of dollars. So I went out to a good friend to see what he had that I could offer him.
We'll start with this one for now.
Bro, you need Jesus in your life. What is that? My God.
This one happens to be one of my favorite pieces that we have right now. This is a Harry Winston necklace. You have a 69 karat pear shape on the bottom. It's a F color VVS2, and we're asking 8 million. Comes with a certificate and everything. If that's not a wow, I don't know what is. Brother, this is just the beginning. Let me show you one other thing. Hold on one second.
I mean, this is ridiculous. If she says no, I don't know. But okay, so what's the price on this?
So this ring in particular, as I said, it's a D flawless, 80 carats, something you're never going to be able to find very often. This is 13 million.
So when you said this is something you can find often, when he says not often, that means like never. You will not see a stone like this. A D flawless stone, which is a completely perfect stone. If you pull that out of the ring and you put it in a glass of water, it will literally disappear. That's how flawless the stone is, and the color, obviously.
Let me ask you something. You like anything with rubies in it? This is by 𝗿𝗃 mystery set. More often, rather, you'll find the bracelets, you'll find the rings, you'll find the earrings.
You don't find necklaces.
The necklace, I didn't even quite honestly know this existed until we bought it. And this is 2.5 million.
If you notice, the way the stones are set, you don't see the prongs. So like when a stone is set, that's actually an easy example to show it on because you see the prong, it's a big stone. So every time somebody sets the stones, there are prongs in there. But the way this is done, you don't see a single prong.
Okay, this piece was made by 𝗿𝗃. It's called a mystery setting. To do this setting, they have to cut each stone individually, and they put each stone in a groove. It's made by 𝗿𝗃 mystery setting. It's very, very unique. It's very rare. It brings up the value of the piece considerably. It's very high value. Necklace like this could be $2 million. You know, it's very rare.
So these two are certainly going to be an option. With him, it's not, you gotta wow him, because money is not an object, but at the same token, I have to show him something that he's gonna say, well, I've seen this and I've seen that.
Well, let me show you one more thing that I think will really blow you away. I have a Harry Winston necklace that I think will really be something special.
My God.
So this, my friend, is the holy grail of diamond necklaces. Right here we have 157 carats of diamonds signed by Harry Winston from the 1960s. This particular necklace is called the wreath necklace, and what's really special about it is the way that all the diamonds are set. The diamonds are set very specifically so that the light hits it at all different kinds of angles, so no matter how you're walking, where you're walking, it will sparkle and it'll dazzle everybody.
What's the price on this?
This one is 2 million.
All right, so to dumb it down, you think you in your math, you're saying 150 carats, $2 million. Why is this so much? Well, first of all, it's the size of each diamond, right? You can have a 150 carat necklace that has tiny diamonds, and the price is going to be nowhere near that. Number one. Number two is the quality of the diamond. Harry Winston uses top-notch diamonds, and last but not least, it's from the 60s. There's no other necklace out on the market like that.
I'd be very, very impressed if someone could show me anything
similar. And the craftsmanship on this necklace as well as this, even the chain on this necklace is absolutely amazing. The craftsmanship goes a long way. This is a machine set. This isn't like you see in modern jewelry nowadays. This is all done by a master jeweler, set by hand.
And here, I'll show you one other interesting thing about this. If you flip it over, you actually have a clasps here, here, and here, and you could separate it and turn it into a bracelet as well.
If I'm going this route, as much as I like the flex of this big diamond hanging down, I'm going with Harry Winston. History, craftsmanship, and the overall look. By the time this video comes out, I'm hoping that one of these pieces will be sold, but if you had to choose, would you go 1, 2, or 3? A pear-shaped diamond that size, again, go out and try to find one, you won't. In business set, 𝗿𝗃 is the most iconic you can get, and to find it in a necklace is, again, mission impossible. And the Harry Winston is just, it's, wow. We'll work on the numbers off cameras and go from there.
For
I
sure.
appreciate your time, bro.
Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
I'll look for the pictures. Thank
Definitely,
you.
let me know.
Boy, did this guy have a lot of special things. I'm hoping to close one of those by the time this video airs, but you guys be the judge and definitely let me know what you think. Tired is the word, but happy. Had a great Miami Beach Antique Show. I have a great show every year. I've met hundreds and hundreds of you guys, those that managed to come out here. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all those who came out. We'll see you next year.